earlier this year, Councilwoman Tyra Little had recently been elected to Richland County Council and had a conversation with me, and we talked about some things that we both felt that we need to do in Richland County, and a hate crime ordinance was one of them. Since we have not been able to get a hate crime law in the state of South Carolina, we talked about maybe doing something in Richland County that no other county had done yet. So she took office in January, and first meeting in February, she gave some statistics and started council working on it, and she stayed steadfast with it. And on June the 3rd of this year, it was passed by council, and it was a unanimous vote. So you had Republicans and Democrats on council that voted for it. Not knowing that we would use it as quick as we did, we made an arrest yesterday using the hate crime ordinance. And we're going to show you a video in just a second where an individual had a gun and shot at someone solely based on the race of our victim. This happened back on July the 17th, about 8:30 in the morning. It was about 6 a.m. in the morning the shooting actually happened, where our victim was out jogging in the Spring Valley area. A vehicle pulled up, a shot was fired, derogatory statements was made at that time, and we'll show that first. This is the bad guy. You can actually see the rifle right there. He's yelling at that point. The audio's not that loud, but we can hear what he had to say. So investigators got with the Spring Valley Security. We were able to get this tape. We were able to get him identified. And yesterday we arrested Jonathan Feckle, who is 33 years old, who actually lives in Spring Valley, along with our victim lives in Spring Valley too. He was charged with assault and battery of high aggravated nature and possession of a weapon doing a violent crime. During the interview with him, he went in pretty great detail his reason for shooting at our victim, and it was based solely on the race of our victim. Our victim is black. The suspect is white, and he was shooting at him to bring fear and intimidation to him based on his race, which fits in exactly what this hate crime ordinance at Richland County has. So that additional charge was added to the charges that we've put on him. To my knowledge, I think this is probably the first charge in our state on a county or municipality that has a hate crime ordinance. I don't know anywhere else in the state that charge has been brought. It's not something that we went looking for. This is something that happened, and this is why this hate crime ordinance was passed by Richland County Council to address incidents such as this. We're very fortunate that our victim was not shot. The suspect actually said in his interview that initially he was going to shoot him, but he didn't. And again, he was shooting solely based on the race of our victim. Bond has not been set on him yet, and I think he's still at the Richland County Detention Center. Questions?
How much weight will the new hate crime thing hold?
It's only 30 days or $500 fine. I don't think the criminal, that part of it, where he'd have to go to prison for a long time, the serious charges is actually shooting the gun. However, what he did was based on hate. And I think that charge needs to be added to it too. I think it needs to send a message to individuals in our community that you can and will be arrested if you commit a crime based on solely on hate. That's the purpose of it. It's not the Senate so much as I think being proactive and being preventive, and maybe it would prevent someone from doing something based solely on hate because they know they can be prosecuted now. Prior to this, wasn't anything that we would do except take it to the federal system and let them make charges, which we've had, and we've done that. And I think this year we've had some successful prosecutions where people have got over 30 years for committing crimes based on race.
What kind of rifle was used in the shooting?
Just a rifle.
A hunting?
It's a rifle. It didn't look like an assault rifle. It just looked like a rifle. It was a gun who fired a bullet that would have killed somebody.
The person they shot at, was he walking down the street or was he?
Out jogging. He'd been out running. He was jogging in his neighborhood, which a lot of people do. Not expecting to get shot at because of the color of his skin.
What are your thoughts on South Carolina not having a hate law, Carmen?
I've been a very vocal supporter of us having one in our state. That's what we need to have. Unfortunately, us and Wyoming, the only two states in the nation who don't have one. There's no reason for us not to have one. And the one that the state's been trying to get is an enhancement penalty, not arrest someone solely based on hate. It's based on them committing a crime that was done because of hate, just like this here. This is just an additional charge to the original charge for shooting at someone. Our state still hasn't done it, and I don't see any progress, but fortunately, Richland County Council didn't sit back. They did something very proactively and passed this ordinance. I see Orangeburg is doing the same thing, so hopefully other counties now will do what we're doing.
What's the penalty on the other charges, the discharging of a weapon or possession of a weapon and assault and battery?
I don't know. They're serious charges. A lot more than what the hate crime ordinance is, but again, the ordinance is not designed to be the main charge. It's the other one.
Did you live in the same neighborhood?
They both lived in Spring Valley. Both lived in the same neighborhood.
Did they have any like past history or
Nope.
anything like that, or did the suspect have any past history of like posting hate crimes on social media or anything of that nature?
We're still looking at that, going a little bit more detail in his history. They did not know each other, never had an encounter before. Suspect just saw a black man running in the neighborhood and said, "I'm going to shoot him." And that's what he said. That's from his statements, is that he was shooting just because he was black.
And how old was the jogger?
I'm not going to give his age. He was a man. He was an adult.
And I take it he came in, no incidents while arresting him or?
He knows he's been arrested.
Oh, no, there were no incidences like trying to, while arresting him.
No, we make the arrests. No problems. All right, thank y'all.
Weapons in the front passages.